Alright, and we're live. Let's start up BattleNet. And StarCraft. Okay. Let's see, where are we now? We saw the ambush, we did Into the Darkness, it's now time for Homeland. Homeland, Protoss command ship Gantrathor holding orbit over the planet Ire.
Greetings, Executor, and greetings to you, Tacitor. I am overjoyed to see you both return home in this dark hour. The Zerg have redoubled their efforts and exceeded...
It can't be. The Executor told me of how you fell before the Zerg. How is it that you live and breathe?
Well, after my unfortunate defeat, my ruined body was recovered by our brethren. I now reside within the cold robotic shell of a Dragoon.
Old friend, would that this never came to pass.
Nonsense! There is no shame in defeat, so long as the spirit is unconquered, and I am still able to serve Aya to a degree. But enough of this. There is much you both need to know. You have been branded as traitors by Alderus and the Conclave. Even now they seek to arrest you and execute the Dark Templar, Zeratul.
I never believed that they would go so far. In the face of total annihilation, they still cling to their failing traditions.
Yes, and that makes them all the more dangerous. They hunt you even now, Tacitor. And though I damn myself by doing so, I shall stand by you till the end.
And Tarawadun, noble Phoenix. Executor, it seems that if our world is to live, we must protect the Dark Templar from our own brethren. Although it pains me greatly, not even the Conclave shall stand in our way.
End of briefing. Objectives. Destroy the heart of the Conclave. Phoenix, Zeratul, and Tassadar must survive. Alright. StarCraft tips. Protoss observers are great for scouting. They remain permanently cloaked and can detect hidden units. Okay.
Executor, you and the traitor Tassadar are to cease your resistance and surrender yourselves to the judgment of the Conclave. We will take the outlaw Zeratul into custody and deal with him as is written by the Khan's law.
Flee back to your masters, Alderus, and huddle with them in darkness. For your actions shall send us all unto the Zerg.
Okay, retreat. Everybody retreat. Retreat. Get out of there as soon as you can.
Of course.
Woo!
Yes, Executor. It shall be done. Of course.
Alright. We started with a lot of minerals and gas, so that's very nice. I think I probably lost one Dark Templar in that initial skirmish, and that's a tragedy because there's no way to make more Dark Templar in the original StarCraft. Dark Templar are kind of like hero characters of a very special kind. Or at least there's just no legitimate way to create them. Alright, let's see. Now, And to get things started, let's see, how many probes do I have? 6. 6 probes. I want some more, of course. 7. ¿Qué es esto? Scout. They're really hammering that one photon cannon. 8. 8 probes en minerales. Necesito 4 más. Ok. 9. Okay. Let's warp in a scout and a zealot. Un explorador. Y un fanático. Necesito 2 más en minerales. I want 2 more probes on minerals, and then I'll focus on making more probes for gas. So I now have 11 probes on minerals and minerales. I've got my zealot there, so I'll start warping in a dragoon. Alright, I've got a full dozen. 12.
Upgrade complete.
I've got the leg enhancements for the zealots. Mejoras de piernas para los fanáticos. There we go. Oh, they finally took out one of those. Uh-oh. There we go. I managed to defend. So, okay, that makes... Let's see. I believe that's a full 12. Yeah, full 12 on minerals. And this makes 1, 2, 3, 4 on gas total. Yeah, looks right. So I'll get a couple more for construction. I upgrade armor for air and... There we go. Now, it's a good time to restore those destroyed photon cannons. And let's see what else. I've got plenty of pylons for now. Another gateway, maybe another forge, more photon cannons, cybernetics core. We have all that. A shield battery would be nice. Yep, we're making progress. Robotics facility would be good for generating shuttles and observers and reavers, of course. Got a Stargate already and a Citadel of Adun. I think, let's see, let's get the Templar archives going.
I long for combat.
That's 1. That's 2.
Standing by. Contact.
That's 3. Let's see, what else? I gotta wait for the robotics facility to finish working. What's going on? Alright. Take him out. Yeah. Very nice. Develop psionic storm. Let's warp in a robotics support bay now and build a shuttle. Oof. Getting hit hard by 2 different tribes. The red and the orange Protoss are both attacking. Now we need to make sure... Where, oh yeah. Okay. And a Reaver. Singularity charge. Plasma shields level 1. Scarab damage. High Templar. Because we don't have any of those yet. There we go. Use the battery to recharge shields. Research complete. Alright. Let's develop hallucination. And let's warp in an observatory. Oh, I'm low on psi, so I'm going to warp in some pylons. Build scarabs. Alright, so I've got this High Templar. I'll make it Group 4. So I can quickly cast Psionic Storm on large groups of enemies if it comes to that. Alright, I've got my thing here. Let's build an observer.
Research complete.
Alright, develop Kaidaran Amulet. Okay, things seem to be going pretty well, I'd say. I really would like to get more minerals, though. I don't know where the minerals are, so once I have this observer, ooh, great. All the upgrades for the cybernetics core are done. Let's increase Reaver capacity. Now that the Reaver damage, the Scarab damage has been improved. Alright, so now I'm going to explore with my observer, which is what it's good at, to find... well, that's not looking good. Let's develop sensor array. Oh man, an arbiter. Let's upgrade ground weapons to level 2. And warp in another pylon. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. I lost all of my zealots. I should not have sent them against those Reavers. Oh well. It'd be good to get another High Templar at some point. Anyway. What upgrade? Ah, yes, good. Sensor, now I want gravitic drive for faster shuttle movement. Alright. What upgrade? Okay, so the observatory is done, it would seem. Alright. Go. Now let me get my observer to keep exploring. Hey, and now that I've got... oh, well. So, there are a number of Oof, quite a few of those dragoons out there. Trying to think what would best combat them. Maybe a shuttle with reavers in it. Maybe just the reavers. I don't know. Oh, there are some more minerals and more gas. Excellent. So if I can expand there, that would be helpful, but I would need to fight my way through those. Let's make an Archon. Okay, so we're doing pretty well. Let's see if we can take that base. Oh, I need to build more scarabs for the Reaver. So upgrade ground armor. There we go, very good.
My life for ire. I long for combat. Colossus.
Okay, so another Reaver would be very good for combating those all those dragoons out there. Sensei, is that you? I have a lot of these, but I think once I've got another Reaver with a lot of scarabs, with 10 scarabs, then I'll be about ready. Oh, someone's coming to join them. Oh, just a couple of zealots, nothing too bad. Oh, what's happening? Oh no! A carrier! Ah, that makes things worse. Oh, it might not be so good after all. Okay, we need to take out that carrier. Riluna! Riluna! It's so good to see you! I wasn't expecting you. For the last few days, as I've been doing these streams, a gentleman from Mexico has been tuning in with the name Sensei, S-E-N-S-E-Y. He practicado mi español con él. I've been practicing my Spanish with him. But he isn't here right now, so I'll go ahead and use my English. Now, I'm trying to build up, just because it's been a while since I've actually played this mission legit. Like, I don't really remember ever beating this mission without cheesing it. But after I build up, I will go ahead and show how to cheese it. It is possible to win almost at the very beginning without doing any base management or anything like that. You can pretty much get it for free. Let's see. If you're very careful and you know exactly what to do. Let's see. Okay. So what I'm doing now, I want another Reaver, honestly. They're expensive, but they're very powerful against ground units. And over, did I lose? No. I got both my observers. Okay. Down here, I do have, I believe, a large force of enemy dragoons. Yes, there they are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. A lot. Muchos dragones. And so, I'm not sure how many Reavers is best for that. I know a Reaver can take out multiple Dragoons. And I know the shuttle, especially with the gravitic drive upgrade that I've got, can move them a lot faster than they can move on their own. So I'm thinking about getting 4 Reavers loaded into 2 shuttles, and then sending all that, like flying them out here, dropping them, letting them start blasting, and then like loading them back up and retreating really quick, just so they can fly back here to the shield battery and recharge their shields, and then fly back and do some more us floating. Ooh, Arbiter. There we go. Okay. Where is my probe? I love me a good strategy. What's the mission objective? Hero reaches location, perhaps? It's actually... So, the objective as it's presented to you is destroy the heart of the Conclave, and Phoenix, Zeratul, and Tassadar must survive. So, Phoenix is this Hero Dragoon, Zeratul is this Hero Dark Templar, and Tassadar is this Hero High Templar. So I need to keep them safe. They're also my strongest fighters. But also... so, destroy the heart of the Conclave is not... I think it's perhaps intentionally not explicitly clear exactly what the goal is. In terms of the way the game functions, the goal is to destroy the one Protoss nexus that is at the very center of the enemy base. And since I have these Dark Templar and Zeratul, who are permanently cloaked, I could just walk right in there and destroy it really quick. The problem is, if I make one wrong step, and like if I go down the wrong path looking for it, I'll walk into an observer or something that can spot these cloaked units, and then they'll get blasted immediately. So, after I get strong enough to feel comfortable, ooh, here we go. Retreat, retreat those. Ah! Okay. Focus on that one, switch to the other one. Yay. More Archons, that's wonderful. Good, good, good. Okay. I want... yeah. Oh no, they took out my observer. They brought their own, and so they were able to see mine. Now all my units are in stasis, so I have to wait a few seconds for that to wear off. And then it's night-night for the Nightwalkers. Yes, yes, indeed. That's what will happen if they are spotted. So... see, now they're attacking while all my best defenders are still bottled up in stasis. This is not looking very good right now. There we go, they just got out of stasis, and all of a sudden, I can easily fight back. Okay, great. Whew, alright, let's try... rebuilding my defenses. I'm gonna leave. I think maybe I want to leave my. Let's see. Maybe I want to leave my forces a little bit behind my front lines so that if an Arbiter comes along, one of those ships that can put my units in stasis, I'll have a little bit of warning before the whole area of effect locks everyone down for a while. Okay. So, where are my... Okay, I've got my Reavers in the shuttles. I'd like another Observer because I lost that last one and I want to keep one for base defense. But let's see. Actually, I'll go ahead and use this one. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Hang on. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what happens when I plop these down right here. If things look dicey, I can always just load them back up in the shuttles, but I'll try to keep them... Oh, shit. Yep, load them back up. Load them back up. Load them back up. Yikes. Get out of there, get out of there, get out of there. Okay. That one's probably not going to make it. Well, nope. I can pick it up. I can pick it up. I just finished dropping off the others. I just need to keep this shuttle safe long enough to swoop. Dang, that's a lot longer than I remember. Whoops. No. I lost my shuttle because I wasn't paying attention. Where's the other shuttle? Okay. You come out here. There we go. Pick him. Get him. Get out. Whew. Okay. No you don't. There you go. I kept all my Reavers, even though one of them was heavily damaged. I've got plenty of scouts to take out carriers. Upgrade ground armor. Whoop-de-doo. Oh, I haven't been... Maybe... Yeah, I guess I can't just do Reavers, because they do get air units in there from time to time, so I'll move everybody out. And try and knock out that center. I'll bring along a High Templar, because moving in a strong hallucination first could help, and then I'd have enough left over for a psionic storm. Let's get a Dragoon, a couple of those to go in first. And then... Yeah, I got the Arbiter before it could lock, stasis me. Okay, and I didn't even use my Reavers. I left them at home. Uh-oh. Ha! You missed! There wasn't anything there! Silly High Templar. Alright. Okay, so moving everybody over to grab the new set of resources. And I need almost all of my probes. You know what? I've got shuttles. Let's make this easy. Where's the other one? I thought I had another one. We burn. No, you don't. Yes. Where's my other shuttle? Did I scoop it up with all these? StarCraft 2 makes it so much easier to find and pick out units that you're looking for. Anyway, let's build a Nexus right there. Curious miscast. I wonder if it was trying to calculate the center point of your army, which was in a semicircle around that open area it targeted. You lost a shuttle at one point. That might be why. Ah, I didn't realize I'd lost a shuttle. Oh, yes, I do. I did realize it. I just forgot. Now I remember. Thank you. That's right, because I wasn't paying attention. My attention was split, and then it got blasted while I was trying to handle the Reavers. So I'll build another shuttle just so I'll have it for the future, but in the meantime I'll just bring this one back to grab another couple of probes. That mineral field has barely been touched, even though all the others are gone, so they'll be at it for a little while. What else do I want? Do I want to bring anything else? Maybe a Reaver, just for funsies. Maybe Dark Templar. Why not? Just to make sure that it's loaded up. And now that I've got pylons here, let's make some photon cannons. Okay, I'd like 4 on gas, and the rest on minerals, and make some more, and one more cannon there. Yeah, and then okay. So now how many do I have on minerals? I have 6. 7. Yes. I'll make more probes here too. 8. Okay. And I'll make an extra probe at each place, just so that I'll have some folks hanging around for construction without having to take them off of my collection. Okay, so this one's just gonna hang out. Why don't you warp in a pylon? Give you something to do. And you can warp in another pylon over here to give some backup to these cannons. Okay. Now, did I think I had another. Oh, there we go. I brought my Dragoons because I saw the scouts, but they had Reavers behind the Dragoons. Don't want... what are you doing? Dummy. There we go. 11 scouts simultaneously fire antimatter missiles at a single observer. Feels very overkill. Okay. Alright, well that was a little rough, but made it through. That poor observer, lol. Like Alright. So I'm getting another observer or scout generating, so I have a full dozen. I was about to do Psionic Storm, but I was like, I'm almost done. And actually, if I do it if I time it wrong or position it wrong, I could easily do more damage to my own troops. So, I want to be careful. Alright. Okay, so where's my... Oh yeah, didn't I try to make... I was about to make another observer, and then I got distracted by an attack. I thought I had a second observer. They're hard to see, but I think I lost it at some point. Yeah, they don't stop attacking. They just keep at it. Hello! It's always nice when you can't even see the enemy behind the the cloud of destruction going on at its location. Let's see. Yeah, I definitely want more dragoons than zealots. Okay, so I've got... There's my new observer. I'm going to leave this one out there so I can see observers coming in. This one, I'm going to go find... Maybe it got killed by 11 scouts, yeah. Like, whoop. Oopsie doodle. They are quite fragile if detected. Okay, I could use a couple more. Okay, so... how are things looking there? No detection, no observers, or anything. I can just fly with impunity right into the base here. Whoopsie doodle. Okay, there's some detection. But not in the heart of the base, interestingly enough. Oh, there's an observer. Get away, get away. Okay. Probably gonna lose this observer. But it will have done a good job. There it goes. As I figured. Let's make another one. Okay. Might as well get another going. Oh, I do have two. I just missed one. This is my one, and this is my other. I had both for a while, and now I've got a third one. But I'll just use this one. What's going on over here? Oh no! Oh. That's a little more heavier fleet of scouts than I was expecting. Let's see. I want more. Yep. Okay, now I've got a dozen dragoons. That's nice. Okay. So I'm gonna head down here and see what there is. Yep. There's a photon cannon. Steer clear of that. More photon cannons. That's down here. Do I have to pay attention to that? Yeah, I probably should. Where's my construction probe? I don't know. May have misplaced it. May have gotten killed. Who knows? At any rate, I'll move these guys back. Thanks for the reinforcements. You're a little late, but that's okay. I appreciate the thought. Okay. Yes, yes. Okay, so miraculously this observer did not get killed while I wasn't paying attention to it. Oops, what's happening? How did they spot it? There must have been an observer I didn't see. Huh. Oh well. I've got more. And I'll go ahead and make another one while I'm at it. And now I'll use this one. So yeah, at this point, I could spend some time trying to build up a nice big force to take both of those. Yeah, an observer flew in out of nowhere. It wasn't just sitting still. Yeah. Yeah, that's probably what happened. You probably saw it, and then I just, like, didn't happen to notice it in my field of vision. So anyway, the way you get your cheese victory, since I don't know if I feel like spending all the time of doing this the quote-unquote legit way, is you get your Dark Templar, including Prelate to Zeratul, get them all gathered together. You save your game in case you screw this up horribly. I try not to get into any fights along the way so that they don't get any attention. And they may encounter an observer along the way, but usually not. But yeah. And Taro Adun.
I do this for ire.
Adun Toridas.
I do this for ire. So be it.
Walk 12 more yards that way. It will be done. Walk 12 more yards that way. So be it. Walk 12 more yards that way. I will do this for ire. It's not all epic, you know.
It will be done.
Okay, got it. Let's see. Okay, so you just stay completely along the southern edge of the map. Do not head north even an inch. And just keep going. Just keep going, single file line along the southern edge. And destroy that nexus. That's all you have to do. You can do it right at the very beginning of the match. They got an observer there, but it's too late. I already won.
Aldaris, this madness must stop. The sight of my brethren slaughtering one another is more than I can stand. Though I fear you would doom us all, Aldaris, I surrender myself to the Conclave. End Taro Adun, Executor. Don't give up the fight.
Tassadar of the Templar, by your actions you have severed yourself from the mercy of your brethren. You refused to destroy the Terran worlds as was commanded. You have questioned time and time again the sacred
Paul
will of
Eiding,
the
that's the
Conclave,
guy who
and
voices
you have abandoned
Judicator
your
Aldaris.
in its darkest hour.
He's also the guy who voiced
Most
Colonel
grievous of all is that you have allied yourself
Roy
with the
Campbell
blasphemous
of,
Dark Ones, and learned to utilize their
Metal Gear
profane
Solid.
powers in tandem with our own
and Zeus in the first God of War game,
fallen Templar.
and
Aldaris,
some
I submit myself
old guy
to
in
Conclave's
the
judgment.
Ben 10 cartoon.
But know this, given the same choices again, I would surely have made them. I have sacrificed all that our world might live. I have sullied my honor. I have discarded my rank and standing. I have even broken our most ancient traditions. But never think that I would for one moment regret my actions. For I am Templar, and above all else, I have sworn to protect our homeworld till the end.
Victorious. Yeah, it's real. It kind of sucks when if you actually went through the trouble of winning that whole difficult match. So proud, love Tassadar, a true hero through and through. I totally agree. But yeah, it's like, you've destroyed all these enemies, and it's like, no, it's too much, I surrender. Like, surrender, we basically won! What are you doing, man? But, okay, no, there was actually a bit of, in the next mission that really confused me for a long time. And, somebody explained sort of their headcanon. I'll read this. Tassadar was taken into Judicator custody and sentenced to stand trial for his crimes against the Conclave. You couldn't have done that earlier? Yeah. Phoenix, Raynor, and Tassadar's followers escaped from the Conclave's agents as the Dark Templar slipped away in the chaos. The Trial of Tassadar, Protoss command ship Gantrathor, holding orbit over the planet Ire. That's a really low orbit. It's like 50 feet off the ground.
Now, but still we must fight on. We must find Tassadar and secure his release from the Judicator before they can execute him for treason. Without him, I fear there is no way to defeat the Zerg and their overmind. Zeratul and his Dark Templar have vanished, leaving us to fend for ourselves. I wonder if Tassadar was mistaken to have put his trust in them. We are receiving a transmission from Captain Raynor's command ship.
This is Raynor. I'd like to help if I can. Tassadar laid it on the line
Tassadar.
for crew on Char. I'd like to repay the debt. Besides, I'm a long way from home, surrounded by hostile aliens. I've got to do something.
Then you shall, old human. You shall.
Yeehaw. End of briefing. Objectives: destroy the stasis cell. Phoenix and Raynor must survive. And the thing I always found weird about this from the beginning was that, wait a minute, so, yes, so proud, love Raynor, a true Texan through and through. Yes, he's from Space Texas. That's what Marsara is. But yeah, I feel like there was... I was so confused because it's like, wait a minute, we were fighting against the Conclave, and Tassadar willingly surrendered himself to stop us fighting the Conclave, and then we're going to fight the Conclave some more to rescue him. Kind of seems like we are undoing the thing he was sacrificing himself for, and then he's somehow grateful when we do rescue him, even though it seems like we're just basically, reversing his noble sacrifice. But somebody helped me understand it, and and by helped me understand, I mean another way of putting it is showed me how to put some spackle and some caulk into the plot hole and then paint it over so it looks nicer, which was the idea that so even though they both take place in terms of gameplay, they're both in these big wide open fields. Imagine that this last mission was a huge war raging across like a big city or something, and the next mission is actually more like infiltrating some kind of small prison camp, and all the fighting we're doing, even though it's basically the same scale in terms of gameplay, it's not as big. So he still gets the benefit of having surrendered to save the larger degree of destruction, and now we get him out and slip away without causing much more damage. I guess it's avoiding that thing of destroying the heart of the Conclave. We're not destroying, anything central to Protoss society in this mission. We're just trying to take out this prison cell. And so I'm like, okay, yeah, that's my headcanon. That makes more sense to me now, and that makes me happier. That makes a lot of sense. Headcanon tentatively accepted. I would also accept Tassadar was too nice to realize that his actions were dumb and meaningless. Tassadar, I know you were trying to be all brave and noble and sacrifice yourself, but that was honestly the stupidest thing you could have done. It's like, not all self-sacrifice is a good move. So we have elected to veto your self-sacrifice, and you will thank us for it. My gratitude to you for having secured my release knows no bounds. Thank you for knocking some sense into me. I don't know what I was thinking. That stasis cell sucked. It was boring, and I had this itch on my face that I couldn't scratch. Oh, man. And we're already getting attacked. Oh, I didn't build any interceptors. Yeah, move this helpless carrier into range, please.
Anytime you're ready. Oh, yeah.
New Gesundheit. Oh, yeah. I remember this mission being very difficult when I was younger.
Anytime you're ready.
And I kind of like to leave Raynor way off in the corner because I don't have any way to make SCVs, so I can't repair him if he takes any damage. Even though he's pretty powerful, it's like, I don't like risking him. Yeah, there you go. Wow, all that, and it only took down his shields, huh? Well, my carriers aren't upgraded at all, so I guess... You know, you should just go home, Zealot. Like, you're clearly not doing anything. Like, you shouldn't just wander alone into the enemy base and be like, oh, is the carrier still there? Is it still there? Aw. Yeah, I kind of want to move Phoenix out of danger as well. I remember one thing that happens here is they start sending a lot of Reavers, and that's why, like, I used to build up tons of photon cannons, but they would get just absolutely annihilated because obviously Reavers have much longer range. What are you doing? Way off to the side there. The pathfinding back in the 90s was not the best, but, you know. Wow. So weird. It just keeps doing that. Oh, I forgot about pylons. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna make some pylons. Huh. So somebody tuned in for a few seconds and left. Maybe it was, I noticed that Sensei, my, Mexican friend, is not the only one who's... Oh, Sensei! Yes, good night. Buenas noches, mi amigo. Looks like you're late. No te preocupes, mi amigo. Otra amiga de mí se llama Rey Luna. Está aquí... la conocí hace... un año, 2 años. We've known each other for maybe a year or something like that. Maybe 2? No, it was before the pandemic. Yeah, so it was definitely more than a year. Hard for me to... Time doesn't have a lot of meaning. Anymore. Here come baddies. Enemies. Oh. One of the things that makes this mission so difficult is it's like you immediately... Oh no. Oh, what am I gonna do? I lost my carrier already. There's nothing... see, I've basically lost at this point. I have absolutely nothing close to what can take those on. I barely started this mission and I've completely lost already. So... Oh, and nice. A friendly stream. Glad to hear that, Fred. Let me restart this mission. Actually, since Sensei just joined, and I'm restarting the mission anyway, I'll go ahead and play the intro. So basically, Tassadar, you've doomed your friends. Yes, so at the end of al fin de la misión pasada, Homeland, país, I don't know. Yeah, that was fast. Homeland, Tassadar y sus amigos Phoenix y Zeratul llegaron a Ayur y Judicator Aldaris se atacó y fue una guerra y cuando nosotros destruimos el Nexus al centro del conclave, Tassadar fue surrendered. Tassadar gave up. No sé las palabras en español. He allowed, he permitted, ¿cuál es su nombre? Aldaris a detenerlo. Así que nosotros, Phoenix y James Rayner, estamos tratando de liberarlo. Okay, The Trial of Tassadar. Oh, and fue una película corta. Tassadar fighted and win just to give himself up sounds crazy. Sí, estamos de acuerdo. We agree. Riluna y yo estamos de acuerdo contigo. We agree with you. Esta es nuestra armada y abajo y a la derecha es el Hyperion, el barco de James Rayner. Tassadar was taken into Judicator custody and sentenced to stand trial for his crimes against the Conclave. Phoenix, Rayner... so Phoenix... creímos que Phoenix se murió antes, pero ahora nos enteramos de que Phoenix está vivido en un roboto, un cuerpo robótico, como un dragón. So estos son unos Protoss al otro lado, Phoenix en el cuerpo robótico con los 4 piernas y James Rayner a la derecha. Phoenix, Rayner, and Tassadar's followers escaped from the Conclave's agents as the Dark Templar slipped away in the chaos. The trial of Tassadar, Protoss command ship Gantrathor holding orbit over the planet Ire.
Enzaro Adun, Executor. All seems lost now, but still we must fight on. We must find Tassadar and secure his release from the Judicator before they can execute him for treason. Without him, I fear there is no way to defeat the Zerg and their overmind. Zeratul and his Dark Templar have vanished, leaving us to fend for ourselves. I wonder if Tassadar was mistaken to have put his trust in them. We are receiving a transmission from Captain Rayner's command ship.
This is Rayner. I'd like to help if I can. Tassadar laid it on the line for me and my crew on Char.
Me gustaría ayudar si puedo.
Besides, I'm a long way from home, surrounded by hostile aliens. I've got to do something.
Then you shall, old human. You shall.
Ok. Esta misión es muy difícil, muy difícil. Hay que crear una armada muy rápido. Así que no puedo hacer la secuencia que usualmente yo hago. Necesito tener más cuidado. I need to be more careful. I can't do the sequence I normally do. First, I have to start building interceptors. And I also need to bring in my probes. So I've got carriers now, which are awesome. But they also, like Reavers, they don't have their own direct attack. Thanks for explaining. Now the story makes sense. Well, not at all, but Tassadar, it's kind of crazy. Sí, de nada. Sí. Inmediatamente los enemigos ataquen. Necesito usar todos mis recursos para defender mi base. I need to use everything I have to defend while I try to build up something useful here. And it's a really difficult balancing act because es difícil para hacer para elegir qué hacer y cuándo. Yamato Cannon against the early carrier, maybe. Yes, muy buena idea. There we go. Expendable Zealots in front of the critical hero, please. Thank you. Fanáticos en frente del héroe Fénix, por favor. Ok, tengo el asimilador por gaso y necesito gaso temprano. I need gas early para construir dragones para pelear contra carriers y contra Reavers. Most likely probablemente necesito carriers, pero carriers, as you can imagine, son muy caros. They're very, very expensive. And I must not forget, necesito recordarme que hacer pylons para más psi. Necesito esperar unos segundos. Ahora todo es bueno. Okay. ¿Cuántos? Ok, tengo 4 probes en gaso, pero el gaso está tan lejos de mi base. Necesito más que 4 probes para mantener el gaso más eficiente. I need more than 4. I think I might need 5. I mean more than 5 even, to make sure I keep a maximum inflow of gas, considering the distance there. Pero es bueno. Observer, not a threat in itself, but the enemy is probably coming very soon. Oh, they're right there. I didn't even notice them. I thought they were mine. Creí que eran mis propias unidades. Ay, no. Ah, no. Ah. Yamato gun contra el carrier. See, if you don't manually tell your units to attack the carrier directly,
Anytime you're ready.
si no, pedir tus unidades a atacar el carrier directamente, van a atacar los interceptors y no es muy eficiente para atacar los pequeños. Necesito mover. I need it. I don't even have a gateway yet. Wow. I am not doing so well. ¿Cuántos probes en minerales tengo? 9. 10.
You've not enough minerals.
11. Estoy de acuerdo. No tengo suficientes minerales. I agree. I don't have enough minerals. I'm trying to fix that. Okay. ¿Y cuántos ahora? 12. Muy bien. A veces un probe camina alrededor del base por ninguna razón. It has no reason. It just wanders around. I need some photon cannons for defense. But I also don't want to waste too much resources on static defense when I really need to climb that tech tree as quickly as possible. Oh no! Stop it. Stop shooting stuff. I'm so glad it's just 2 of you. Oh.
This should be good.
Lost a Dragoon.
Instructions.
And I don't even have my cybernetics core yet. I'm going to... what am I going to do? I need... ¿Qué necesito? Defensa. Dragón.
What would you ask of me?
Necesito shield battery para recuperar mis escudas. Necesito Stargate para hacer aviones. Pero necesito más minerales, mucho más minerales. Y los necesito muy pronto.
This is Jimmy. This should be good. Oh yeah.
Upgrade complete.
Okay, next. I need a fleet. I need that Stargate. I need more pylons. I wanna, so I can put buildings. Necesito más pylons para construir edificios al norte. Solo puedo crear edificios encima de círculo azul. Fleet Beacon es un edificio avanzado para crear carriers. Necesito más minerales. Necesito otro base. I need another base. I need to be able to collect minerals faster like from a whole other base, but
Instructions.
I'd like, for exploration, I'd really like to have a robotics facility. You know what? I shouldn't put it there. I want to put it somewhere where the Reavers. Voy a ponerlo donde los Reavers pueden escapar. I want the Reavers I create to be able to actually get out. Well, at least they're focusing on the cannons and not on my probes. Looks like all the bases here will be Invincible Fortress or something like that. They are all defended. They're probably not going to be... probablemente no van a estar demasiado fuerte, pero ataquen con mucha frecuencia. They're constantly attacking. So, even though the bases themselves may not be super invincible, I have to constantly be splitting my attention and trying to defend.
This is Jimmy. Go ahead, Commander.
Okay, I've got this. A shuttle is good to have if a big unit like a Reaver gets stuck somewhere and I need to quickly move it. Especially Reavers because they're so slow. Okay. Where's my construction probe? Did I put him back on... Either he got killed or I put him back on minerals or something. Yeah, I put him back on minerals. Okay, what I want is an observatory. Because I want my observers...
Upgrade complete.
I want observers to be doing the exploration to help me find more resources. So once that observatory gets in, I can puedo construir un observador para explorar. Hice una mejora aquí en el Fleet Beacon a mejorar la capacidad para interceptors para los carriers.
Carrier has arrived.
Favorite sound, mi sonido favorito. Carrier has arrived. Carrier ha llegado. Okay, so now I have an observatory. Estoy construyendo un observador y otro más.
Anytime you're ready.
Upgrade complete.
Right on. This should be good. Sounds fine.
Muy bien. ¿Y dónde? Carrier, it's the hope in this mission? Creo que sí. Carrier is the new unit. Es la unidad nueva para esta misión. Es muy fuerte. Es un poco lenta. Y
Complete.
es muy cara. Porque cuesta 350 minerales y 250 gaso y 6 psi, casi todo, casi un pylon entero. Y también necesito pagar 25 minerales por cada interceptor y esperar para construir interceptors para atacar. So es muy cara. It's very expensive. Costs a lot of time. Hay que esperar para construirlos y construir los interceptors. Pero son muy fuertes. Sounds like a floating reaver. Sí. It is the big, heavy thing in the air. It can be taken down by Protoss scouts fairly well. Exploradores pueden atacarlo. Hay debilidades. There are weaknesses. Pero con muchos carriers es muy fuerte. Ok. Veo que tengo muchas minerales ahora. Voy a mejorar mis escudas y construir más defensos y más dragones. Y ahora no tengo muchos minerales. It looked like I had a lot of minerals, and then I started spending them, and now, whoop, I don't have that anymore. Necesito hacer un equipo para mis carriers y un otro equipo para mis dragones. Okay, resources, the most powerful enemy. Sí, that's right. Okay. Oh, it's good to see you're both still here. The stream controls in YouTube sometimes make it look like someone's left when we're all still here. So if you do have to leave, just say goodbye first. But yes, it's very nice. I'm very glad to have so many friends on the stream. Ahora voy a explorar con mi observador. Carrier has arrived.
Upgrade complete. Instructions.
Mejora completado. Upgrade air weapons. Ataques del aire. Necesito más pelones.
Not enough minerals.
Necesito más minerales. Necesito más y más y más. Siempre Fortress Invincible. Ay. I'm just glad to be here with Reluna and you. Also stream It's Funny with the tricky AI. Yes, that's true. And I'm thinking, so one good way to attack those photon cannons. Hay dos métodos. There are two ways. Reavers, porque pueden atacar de muy lejos. They can attack from farther away than the photon cannons can, so they can do a lot of damage without taking much, but estos fanáticos, these zealots, will probably attack the Reavers. Carriers can attack from farther away, but the interceptors will be within range, so the interceptors will get hit. Los interceptors van a recibir ataques desde estos cannons, pero puedo hacer más interceptors sin problema. I can make more interceptors. Son relativamente baratos. Mejora completado. ¿Cuál mejora? Esto. Ground weapons, sí. Ok. Voy a esperar para estos interceptors. Muy bien. Muy bien. Y... quiero Reavers, así que necesito construir Robotic Support Bay. Esto es el edificio avanzado para construir Reavers. Citadel of Adun hace más mejoras, etcétera. Okay. ¿Y dónde están? Sí. El número máximo de interceptors es 8 y todos estos 5 carriers tienen 8 interceptors. Así que voy a atacar y ver qué ocurre. Voy a... Ay, no. Estoy demasiado cerca. Mis carriers have been taking damage. Necesito ser mucho más... necesito tener mucho más cuidado. Si tengo cuidado, puedo atacar de lejos. Y solo los interceptors van a recibir daño. And only the interceptors will be damaged. Sí, es muy bueno. It looks like a Star Wars battle with all the ships. Sí, estoy de acuerdo. Como Star Wars. Las guerras de las estrellas. No puedo relajarme, necesito ver. I need to watch closely. I can't relax. Tengo miedo que algo mal está ocurrir. Ay, no. No. Muy bien. Okay. 8 de salud en su armadura. This carrier survived with 8 hit points. One more hit from an interceptor upgraded as much as I have mine would have killed it. That's very close. Ay. Ahora más. Tengo muchos minerales, pero necesito mucho más gaso. Pero mi asimilador está depletado. That was lucky, sí. Era mucha suerte. Mucha suerte. 3, 3, equipo 3. Equipo 2.
Upgrade complete.
Muy bien. Necesito
Upgrade complete.
más gaso, mucho más gaso. No sé.
Instructions. Commencing.
Voy a tratar de nuevo. I'm going to try again.
Upgrade complete.
Y mientras ver el peleo,
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
voy a ganar gaso. While I'm watching the fight, I'm going to be building up gas in the background. ¡Ay, no!
Warriors have engaged the enemy. Instructions. Commencing.
Muy bien, muy bien.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Muy, muy bien.
My life for
Ahora. Voy a
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
mover mis unidades allá.
Carrier has arrived. Your command.
Ok. Un base nuevo.
My life for hire.
Simulador nuevo. Más pailones. Voy a traer mis probes al sur. La mitad de mis probes. Porque no necesito tantos probes en tan pocos minerales. I don't need so many probes on so few minerals up there, so I'm moving a lot of them south. Voy a construir Templar Archives. Necesito mucho más gaso. Ok, muy bueno. Tengo 6. Aquí. 2 más. Ok. ¿Cuántos? ¿Cuántos? How many probes do I have? I'm Spanglishing. I'm mixing my English and Spanish, trying to hold them both in my head. But yeah, I think this will work. I don't need too many. Okay. And after, más tarde, voy a necesitar todas mis unidades para atacar el base próximo. I'm going to need all those to attack the next base. So, para preparar, necesito construir unos defensos aquí. Spanish and English fused into an Archon. Sí, poder overwhelming. Ay, no. ¿Dónde están mis otras unidades? Esta defensa no es suficiente. I should not. No. No, mi héroe. Come back. Ay.
Go ahead, Commander. Right on.
Okay. I need to set a control group. Necesito hacer un equipo para controlar este base separate, distinto de este base. No puedo mover mis unidades entre los bases muy rápido. Por lo tanto, necesito manage. I need better management for group. So este va a ser equipo 4. 4 defiende este base. Equipo 2 y equipo 3 ataquen y defienden el base al sur. Ok, muy bien. Sí.
Rainer here.
Rainer.
Anytime you're ready.
Okay. Speaking of Archons, let's get some. Y más carriers. Armas mejores. Y habilidades. Sí. Ahora tengo... Ahora tengo más recursos de este lugar.
This is Jimmy.
Armas más fuertes. Y ¿qué más? Archon. Team 4 is going to have a hard fight. Equipo 4 tiene dos héroes y muchos defensos en el base. Espero que no será demasiado difícil para equipo 4. Estoy tratando de mejorarlo, el equipo. Uno más Archon para hacer más fuerte. Necesito más defensos al sur. Mejora completado. ¿Cuál mejora? Develop hallucination. Muy bien, muy bien. Un dragón. Necesito 250 gaso para un carrier. Sounds nice. They are overpowered. Yes. Equipo 4. Team 4 is very strong. It has Phoenix and the Hyperion and a couple of carriers, a couple of Archons.
This is Jimmy. Anytime you're ready. This is Jimmy.
Carrier has arrived.
Kaidaran Amulet.
Instructions.
Go ahead, Commander.
Transmit. Upgrade complete.
Okay. Muy bien, muy bien. Reaver would be good for defense. Okay. Antes de mover mis unidades grandes, quiero explorar un poco con este observador. Do you think Matt Horner is on the Hyperion at this time? Yes. Estoy seguro. Yes, I'm sure of it. Because I almost forgot who I was answering. Because in the backstory in StarCraft 2, they say that Matt Horner was with James Raynor before they left Arcturus Mengsk. So I think they, like, Matt Horner was with James Raynor way back when they were on Marsara, before they left the Confederacy. But, you know, in terms of... But at least that answers the question of, is he allied with James Raynor at this time? In terms of, is he physically on the Hyperion? Or could he be placed somewhere else? I don't know. I don't know where else he would be. Let's see. Voy a explorar con este observador. Huh. Oh, no. Todo su escudo destruido en un ataque. Okay. Este dragón just standing way out in the middle, en el campo. Okay. Y creo que los carriers van a ser la mejor unidad para atacar este base al norte también.
Upgrade complete.
¿Cuál mejora? Observer. A base, un base vacío, casi vacío. Solo hay 2 dragones. It's almost empty. There are only 2 dragoons. It would be easy to take that and get more gas and minerals. ¿Y qué está al sur? Free resources. Yes. Oh, más gaso aquí. 2 puntos de gaso. Pero es muy fuerte. But it's very tough. No hay nada aquí. ¿Y cuál? No. A veces oigo bum, bum, bum. Cuando un probe de los enemigos camina demasiado cerca de mi armada. Close. Muy cerca. Ok. Regresé. Mi goal está aquí, alrededor de aquí. Pero sé que hay arbitros encima de este base primero. Si ataco con todos estos carriers, voy a no voy a ganar. Arbiters are the arbiters son como las reinas de los Protoss, como las reinas del Zerg. Arbiters vuelan y hacen habilidades muy especiales. Una de las habilidades más peligrosas es ¿cómo se dice? Stasis field. Una área pequeña como este tamaño, todo encima de la zona está frozen. I looked it up. Horner actually worked for Minsk. When Raynor left after Tarsonis, many of the sons of Korhal joined him. Of those who followed, Horner was among the first. Oh, very good. Thank you. Muchas gracias para looking that up. Thank you very much for looking that up. I like to be well informed about the lore. Let's see what I can do here. Necesito destruir la facilidad de robóticos y el river. Ay, no. Equipo 4. Recordé. Casi olvidó. I almost forgot about Group 4. My defense of my home base. Muy bueno.
Anytime you're ready.
Oh yeah, I also wanted to build shield battery there. I've already used up all the minerals here. Wow. Ya colecté todo. Oh no, what happened? Oh, I lost some probes on gas, but no problem. I can replace them. Is that enough? I think that's the right number of probes. I'm not seeing a break in the line. Okay. Now, I need to move these probes hasta el base nuevo. Necesito construir un nexus nuevo. It isn't said directly, but it's implied that Horner stays with the Hyperion all the time, from when they steal it from Mengsk all the way into Wings of Liberty, so yes, he should be here right now. Ah, muy bien. Let's see. Very good to know. Okay.
This is Jimmy.
Now, I already have, ya tengo 200 Psi. 200 es la límite, el máximo para SAI o control o supply, los recursos para mantener unidades, pero todavía necesito más palones para hacer los círculos azules, encima de que puedo hacer edificios. Excepto el Nexus, el Pylon y el Assimilator, no puedo hacer edificios sin afuera de los círculos azules. Necesito primeramente más gaso y también más minerales. Ok. No tengo muchos defensos aquí. Voy a hacer más allí. Como 8. 1, 2, 3, 6, 9, 10. 11. Even if the photon cannons aren't enough to defend the base on their own, having some photon cannons, and the more I have, the better, helps delay an enemy force, even if it's strong enough to wipe me out. And that delay may be all I need to move my main attack force back to the base in order to protect it. So even just a couple of photon cannons can make that difference of delaying the enemy long enough. Okay, I like this. Mis escudos han recuperado. Sí, están llenos. My shields have all recovered and are full. That's so good. Voy a hacer más carriers y más dragones. Y ahora van a atacar esta mesa. ¿Cómo se dice? Plateau. Un terreno elevado. Muy bien, muy bien. Ay. Arbiters, stasis field. Muy mal. Las unidades que están entre stasis field no pueden mover, no pueden actuar, pero también no pueden recibir daño. Así que son seguros, pero no es muy bueno. Sin embargo, oh no. Oh no. See, this is why I can't just attack the main base. Even this one, free resources, I thought. No, those arbiters are very dangerous. They keep attacking and freezing my all of my forces.
Affirmative instructions.
Whew. Perdí todos mis carriers. All of my carriers are gone. Except for that one that I just brought in. And even that one's heavily damaged. Oh, that was terrible. Final battle on this map. Oh no, the true power. The word, I think, meseta or terreno elevado is okay to say. The final battle on this map will be very epic with that units freezing all. Things are getting to form. Oh. I know. I'm not sure. No estoy seguro qué hacer ahora. No quiero gastar demasiado dinero, recursos. Pienso con hacer más Stargates para hacer carriers más rápido, pero Stargates cuestan recursos también. Y solo tengo estos y estos para tomar estos y destruir el gol. Necesito todo bien.
Instructions.
Okay. Okay. Mi idea para defender contra los... things are getting rude. Yes. My idea for defending against those arbiters is static defenses, because they can't freeze photon cannons. Static defenses will get in their way. Other units will try to attack them, but, you know, it'll be... If I keep my main force behind the static defenses, I think that will help make things a little bit better for defending against attacks from arbiters. No puedo construir nada en este terreno. I can't build anything on this little part in the middle. Estoy un poco molesto de eso. Okay, bien. Okay. Más gaso. Más minerales. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need 8.
Carrier has arrived.
9.
Your command. Your command. Commencing. Your command.
Okay. Dos más. Muy bueno. That's more trash. Solamente dos.
Instructions.
Creo que es una buena idea hacer otra Stargate para hacer más unidades del aire más rápido. Puedo crear exploradores. Son más rápido y quizás si uso exploradores en un equipo distinto de los carriers, the arbiters might freeze one group and not the other. Los árbitros no. I don't know the word for to freeze. I don't know how to make the subjunctive mood. Should. I ran out of Spanish. Pero, ¿cuántos carriers más do I need? Necesito... sería muy bien tener 12 carriers. Lol. Yeah.
Carrier has arrived.
4 más. Ok. Mis dragones son equipo 3. Mis carriers son equipo 2.
Go ahead, Commander.
Mi base primero es
Rainer here.
equipo 1.
Hey, quit it. What's your problem, man?
¿Cuál es tu problema, hombre?
Look, Commander, do you mind?
Mira, comandante,
I knew I should have stayed in bed this morning.
sabía de que debería dejarme en cama esta mañana.
This is Jimmy.
Esto es Jaime. Ok,
Rainer here.
equipo.
Anytime
Esto
you're
voy a
ready.
ser equipo 1. Equipo 4 va a ser mis exploradores. 4. Sí. So angry react. Sí. If you press. Si haz clic muchos en una unidad muchas veces, dice cosas divertidas. Ok, todo bien, todo bien. No hay una emergencia. Ok. Equipo 2 y 3 y 4. Y aquí. Equipo 2. Y aquí. Equipo 4. Rally point. Punto de. Sí, todo está bien, está bien.
This is Jimmy.
1, 2, 3, 4. Dos más. Ok. Voy a. I'm going to hit. Voy a llegar la límite de SAI 200. Así que voy a necesitar usar cualquier tengo y nada más cuando llego a esa límite. When I get to that limit, I'm going to have to stop building.
Carrier has arrived. Instructions. Instructions.
Estoy esperando por... yep, psi limit exceeded. No puedo hacer más unidades antes de unas unidades se morían. No sé el frase. Pero el carrier último, time to the great battle. Sí, casi es la hora. Muy pronto, muy pronto. Primero estoy esperando el último carrier. Y entonces voy a construir todos los interceptors en el carrier nuevo. y después voy a salvar el juego y después voy a atacar. Solo necesitamos esperar unos minutos.
Carrier has arrived.
I've noticed the enemy hasn't been attacking me lately, and that makes me very worried. Tengo miedo porque el enemigo no me ha atacado recientemente. Por lo tanto, quizás el enemigo me va a atacar muy pronto con un ejército muy grande. They're hiding their giant army too. Sí, estás...
Our enemies are legion. And still you procrastinate. Command or you will be relieved. This is not an idle threat. Your command.
Ok. Estamos esperando estos 3 interceptors. Dos.
Instructions.
Uno. Listos. Salvo. Salvo. 8.
Go ahead, Commander.
Y ahora yo ataco.
Affirmative. Instructions are. It will be done. Your command.
Move.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
Buscan el gol.
Affirmative.
Busquen. Aquí.
We have found Tassador's stasis cell. We will attempt to free him.
Sí. Victoria.
I expected you to attempt to retrieve your hero. You will learn that the will of the Conclave is absolute. Make peace with Adu.
Stay thy hand, Adjudicator. The stewards of Tassador shall not fall while the Dark Templar live. Call off your guards and stand aside, and you may yet live to see another moonrise.
I will not be addressed so by one so devoid of the Kala's light. You and your vile brethren shall die with these traitors.
Are you truly so blinded by your vaunted religion that you cannot see the fall ahead of you? Your conclave believe that they are winning this war, but all they have succeeded in doing is helping the Overmind to win.
What could you possibly know about our designs, blasphemer?
You speak of knowledge, Judicator. You speak of experience. I have journeyed through the darkness between the most distant stars. I have beheld the births of negative sounds and borne witness to the entropy of entire realities. Unto my experience, Balderus, all that you have built here on Ior is but a fleeting dream. A dream from which your precious conclave shall awaken, finding themselves drowned in a greater nightmare.
We shall see.
How did the Dark Templar hide there with all these photon cannons? Magia! Magic! They arrived suddenly. They teleported using a special teleportation ability that is never used by the player. Ay, ay, ay. Hay dos misiones más. Mañana. Shadowhunters, Protoss command ship Ganterthro, pero a preview.
Executor. My gratitude to you for having secured my release knows no bounds. By all the gods, we may win yet. The time has come to let loose the fury of the Dark Templar. Zeratul, perhaps the time has come to tell our friends of the foe we face.
Indeed. When I slew the Cerebrid Onchar, I touched briefly with the essence of the Overmind. In that instant, my mind was filled with its thoughts. And I tell you now, our worst fears have come true. The Zerg were indeed created by the ancient Selnaga, the same beings that empowered us in our infancy. But the Overmind grew beyond their constraints, and has at last come to finish the experiments they began so long ago.
So you see, my friends, we fight not only to save Ire, but all creation. If we fall to the Zerg, then the Overmind will run rampant throughout the stars, consuming all sentience, all life. It is up to us to put an end to this madness, once and for all.
Our forces shall engage the primary Zerg hive clusters in an attempt to weaken their defenses. Once their numbers have thinned out, Zeratul and his companions can infiltrate the clusters and assassinate the Cerebrids. Adun willing, the Cerebrids' deaths will distract the Overmind long enough for us to assault it directly.
Next time, la próxima vez in StarCraft Remastered, Shadowhunters. Use Zeratul to destroy the Zerg Cerebrits. Zeratul and Phoenix must survive. Another very difficult mission. Otra misión muy difícil, si recuerdo correctamente, if I remember correctly. But ahora es muy tarde. Así que voy a cancelar. Y cancelar. Yes. You start with, well, I'll show you how it starts, just so you can get a look at a little bit of it. Shadowhunters, let's see. Skip. Okay. The Protoss Arbiter cloaks all nearby units, although the Arbiter itself remains visible. Arbiters cannot cloak each other. So here you get Arbiters. At this point, the entire Protoss tech tree is unlocked. But the thing is, you don't start with a base. You have to find one first. And there's a little bit of a base here. Gas, all by itself. Solo gaso. Y muy lejos de ese, minerales. Solo minerales. So... Y al otro lado, la misma cosa. Un poco de minerales y muy lejos de aquí, otro gaso. So there are a couple of strategies. Hay dos estrategias. Uno es toma unos minerales primero y expand lentamente. Take the minerals somewhere first and then expand when you can, creating defenses as you expand. Otra estrategia, a different strategy, is try to take all of them at once, because you have 1000 minerales. You have 1,000 minerals, así que es posible hacer dos nexus, uno aquí y uno aquí, y cuando when you collect enough minerals, you make another nexus here, y otra aquí, tan rápido que es posible, as fast as possible. And that es más peligroso en un camino. In a way, it is more dangerous because you're spending all your resources right up front just to build the starting of the base, not a base and its defenses. But I think in my experience in the past, that has worked better because the enemy does start attacking, and they start attacking quickly, and they attack with very strong units, and so it's better to use like what little forces you have at the beginning. Es mejor usar estas unidades que tiene en el primero para defender los ataques más tempranos, y después tendrás muchos recursos de los 4 lugares al mismo tiempo. And then later you'll be getting enough, a lot of resources from 4 places at once. Kind of like 2 bases though, because each place only has 1 type of resource. And then I'm going to cheat. No sé la palabra para cheat, but to give you a preview of what I'm up against, que estoy contra todo el enemigo. En cualquier lugar, hay just everywhere. En todos lugares hay más enemigos muy fuertes, ultraliscos y mutaliscos y defilers. Todos los y al norte máximo, all the way to the north, there are cerebrates. Estos son los goles. These are the goals. Pero también son detectors. Ellos pueden ver Zeratul, even though he's cloaked. Zeratul es invisible a la mayoría de unidades, pero no a los goles. Así que hay que tener muchas unidades, un ejército muy fuerte para destruir casi todos de los Zerg, y entonces Zeratul puede defetir los goles. Nada de estos recursos son fácil para ganar. None of these resources are easy to take, and there are all kinds of enemies all over the place. I remember having so much difficulty with this in the past, but it is late. I have to work. En 8 horas tengo trabajo. In 8 hours I have to be at work. Por lo tanto, voy a quitarme de este juego. Muchas gracias para verme. Thank you both so very much for showing up and watching me, and I look forward to if you can. I usually start streaming around 9:15ish to 9:30ish every night. So good night to both of you. Hope I can come tomorrow to see how this mission ends. Good luck on work. Muchas gracias. So I hope I get to see you both tomorrow. Thank you very much, and have a good night.